Let theta be a quadrant 2 angle with cosine theta equaling negative square root 3 over 7, and we're going to find cosine of theta over 2, the half angle. So I'm going to be using this half angle formula. And let's think about it for a minute. If theta is in quadrant 2, then we know that theta needs to be in between pi over 2 and pi, and actually I put the or equal to's, but we don't need those because those would be quadrantal angles where it was equal, and it says we're in quadrant 2. Now where then would theta over 2 be? Well, if I want theta over 2, I could divide everything by 2, and so I would know that theta over 2 would need to be less than pi over 2, and it would be greater than pi over 4. Well, that's angles in quadrant 1, half of quadrant 1, and everything in quadrant 1 is positive. So I know when I compute this that the cosine of theta over 2 is going to be positive. So I am going to go ahead and write out what the cosine of theta over 2 equals, and it equals positive. Normally it's plus or minus, but we know it's the plus this time. So it's going to be the square root of 1 plus cosine theta, but I know what cosine theta is because that's given to me. So that's going to be negative square root 3 over 7, and then that is over 2. So the last thing I'm going to do is just simplify this. So this is going to be the square root of, I'm going to combine these and I'm going to get a common denominator. So it's going to be 7 minus square root of 3 over 7 over 2. And then finally, this is like over 1, so when we invert and multiply, we have the square root of 7 minus the square root of 3 over 14.